Hi, this tutorial for WordPress MU for Joomla is to describe what the three templates are provided by out of the box with the extension. I'll be talking about what the templates are for and in which way they should be used. Alright, so I'm logged into the backend of my site and I'll go to WordPress MU. I'm just going to go over to Site Admin and go to Themes. Now, you can see here three different templates, and I'll go one by one explaining what they're for and what they should be used for. Okay, so the first one, Joomla WordPress MU default. This template is the template that every single blog should be using. And what I mean by every single blog is every single blog that's not blog ID 1. The way that this extension was made and what we had in mind when making this extension was to make it to allow users that purchase the subscription and use this extension is to allow them to build a community in their site. Now, after we released it, then it turned out to be some people wanted to use it for multiple blogs on their site, but not for a community. They just want multiple people with different blogs on their site. Okay, so and this can still be done, and we've made the necessary modifications to make it work and make it flexible for different types of things. But this Joomla WordPress MU default theme basically just displays the latest X amount of blog posts that the user has defined, the amount, and it'll just display the latest post on their blog page. Okay, very simple, straightforward. This is how most WordPress templates look. Now the every home template, this template's meant to be used only if you're using a community site. It'll show the latest posts site-wide, so it'll pull all the posts site-wide, and it'll just grab that, and you can define how many latest posts you want to be pulled into the page, and it has pagination, and it builds all the links correctly to the different blogs, to the different blog posts from that template. Okay, and the WordPress MU homepage template will display the latest post from the blog that has this template, and then it'll also show the recently updated blogs. Okay, and just to show you what each template does, I'm going to go over to themes, and I actually have to change the blog that I'm in right now. So go to the main blog, blog ID 1, and now I'll go to themes. And right now I have the every home template installed and activated. And you can see it right here. I'm just looking at WordPress MU. And the every home template will pull the latest posts site-wide. Okay? So for example, this post, and I know this because I've been working on it for a little bit, but you can look at the URLs down here. You can see this is blog ID 1. This link is for blog ID 1, and the URLs will look totally different once SEF is enabled. But right now, just for simplicity, I don't have it enabled. So this is for blog ID 1. Now this hello world is for blog ID 3. This test post is also for blog ID 3, and I have to change the cursor on my mouse just so it stays. This bottom bar stays on what I want. And this last post, or the latest post actually, is from blog ID 4. And every time a new blog is created, it automatically creates this hello world post, and you can change the contents of that post from the site admin options. Okay, but it'll basically just pull the latest post site-wide, and it'll have the links to the respective blog. Okay, so that's that template. Let's go and look at the WordPress MU homepage. remember that when I'm viewing this blog, I'm actually the default blog that shows up when I just go to index.php !option equals com underscore WPMU is blog ID 1. Okay. So I'll refresh. Well, I'll go over here just to refresh the page, and now this is the different the WordPress MU homepage template. Like I said, it shows the latest. It's called latest news, but it only pulls from the current blog, which is blog ID 1. Okay, and then it shows the latest updated blogs. So as you can see, I'll show them from the latest updated one to the one that's the oldest. This is the first blog ID 1, which is the one that I originally created. Then I created test 1 blog, and then I created test 2 blog. Okay, so that's that template, and you can edit the template from this path. And lastly, this is the template that should be used for all the blogs, and not for the first blog ID 1, unless you're not using it as a community, unless your site is not really for a community. But there's only one post for this blog ID 1, it's Hello World, so it's the only one that's going to show. As you can see from here, you cannot get to any other blog unless you create more menu items to test 1 blog and test 2 blog. So I'm going to change this back to every home, which is the template that I like for blog ID 1. And if I go to this blog ID 3, this Hello World, so let me delete this from the URL. Unless blog ID 3, I think I actually have blog ID 3 using the wrong template, but either way, I'm not going to get into figuring that out right now. This tutorial is just to show what the templates are for, and I hope you got the gist of it. All right.